This is an Eyes on Ice special report. We usually start these with a warning, but today we start with a scoreboard check. The people, 1. The borders are 0. Today is February 1st, 2026, and today Liam Conejo Ramos is back in Minneapolis because the toughest men in Washington turned out to be made of glass. Let's break down the retreat, because that is what this was. It wasn't mercy. It was a panic response. The three stooges of the apocalypse, you have to appreciate the irony. We spent all month hearing about how ruthless this new regime is, and then, the moment the heat got turned up, they folded like cheap lawn chairs. Let's look at the roster of geniuses behind this failed abduction. 1. Tom Homan, the self-proclaimed border czar, the man who goes on TV acting like he's the Terminator. He thought he could bully Minneapolis. He thought he could snatch a city-state title holder, and we would just stay quiet? Tom, you couldn't even handle your neighbors protesting outside your house in New York. You think you can handle the North Star State? You're not a czar, Tom. You're a middle manager with a god complex and a glass jaw. 2. Kristi Noem. And then there is Secretary Noem, the Cruella de Vil of the Dakotas. She signed off on the transfer. She thought shipping a 5-year-old to a tent in the desert was a power move. It wasn't a power move, Kristi. It was a PR suicide vest, and you pulled the pin on yourself. You managed to unite the entire Midwest against you in 72 hours. That takes a special kind of incompetence. 3. Greg Bovino. And we cannot forget the star of the show, Sector Chief Greg Bovino. Did you see his press conference? Standing there in his tactical vest like he's about to raid a compound in a Tom Clancy movie. Greg, buddy, you weren't catching a cartel boss. You were kidnapping a kindergartner. You aren't holding the line. You are LARPing as a soldier while doing the dirty work that actual police officers refused to do. Oh, but I would love to see Propaganda Barbie try to spin this one tomorrow morning. You know exactly what she is going to say. She'll walk up to that podium, flip her hair, stroke her cross, and say, "This was a tactical release to facilitate family unity." Please, you didn't facilitate unity. You got caught. And somewhere in a dark basement, Stephen Miller is probably soaking his scalp in Rogaine so he can grow some hair to pull out. He doesn't care about the law. He cares about the cruelty. The cruelty is the point. And today, we took his favorite toy away. He's looking at his spreadsheets, seeing a returned checkmark next to Liam's name, and I guarantee you he is screaming at an intern right now. And the big man, the orange buffoon himself, oh, he hates this. He hates looking like a loser. He sent his toughest guys to Minneapolis, and they got beat by a bunch of moms with flyers and a community that refused to sleep. He's probably throwing his ketchup at the wall as we speak. The master plan fell. Their plan was simple. Shock and awe. Shatter the windows, grab the kid, fly them to Texas, scare the community into silence. But they forgot that bullies only work when people are afraid. And Minneapolis? They aren't afraid. We were furious. They expected submission. They got a general strike. They expected silence. They got their phone lines jammed so hard the Whipple building probably had to use smoke signals. And the best part? The voluntary departure form they tried to force Liam's dad to sign? It is now paper plane fuel. They had to fly them back on their own dime. Think about that. We made DHS pay for a round-trip ticket for the people they tried to deport. The lesson. This is the lesson for Homan, Nome, Miller, and the boss. You can wear the vests. You can give the speeches. You can break the windows. But you cannot break us. We see you. We know your names. And now we know your weakness. You are terrified of the light. So keep the lights on, Minneapolis. Liam is home. The Czar is hiding. And we are just getting started. Stay loud.